Welcome to the Kicks and Trips YouTube channel. I'm your host, Sean, also known as Sneaker AFI, Sneaker Aficionado, or Sneaker Afi. Today I bring to you another sneaker unboxing. If you already know, if you know me, you know one of my favorite models is the Air Max 90, which for probably about the, I don't know, number of time I've said this, but this is a year of the Air Max 90. It is the 30th year anniversary. So Nike's been blessing us with Air Max 90s till who knows when. Just be prepared. I'm going to be doing a whole lot of Air Max 90s on this channel because it's one of the few models that Nike's been getting a lot of love to and a lot of attention to. So they keep putting them out. I'm going to keep reviewing them. So what I have for you here is actually a sneaker that was supposed to come out August 20th. As I'm recording this episode, this sneaker still has not released on the Nike website or the Nike app. So I'm not sure exactly what's the holdup, but I was actually able to purchase the sneaker actually in store, Finish Line to be exact. So they are out there. When Nike will actually put them out, I have no idea. So without further ado, what I have for you here is the Air Max 90 Eat NRG. And the colorway is Vast Gray, White, Barely Vote. But what is Barely Vote? And this is a size 11. Retails for $140. And here we go. So it's the regular Nike box, nothing special. So this is part of a pack essentially that Nike was supposed to put out. It's a sustainable pack. Consists of the Air Max 90, Air Max 95, a Daybreak, and I can't remember the other sneakers. I'm sorry, and two Air Force Ones. But the main ones I was looking at was the 90, the 95, and the Daybreak. In stores, what I've seen is this 90, and I've also seen the 95. I haven't seen the other sneakers in the stores as of yet. What this is supposed to be Nike's foray into recycled sustainable sneakers. You know, what you've seen so far this year from Nike as it relates to recycled sneakers and so on and so forth has been the Space Hippie, which they've put out so far, I think 4 iterations of it. It's been a pretty decent campaign where they talked about this is what trash looks like. What Nike's using is what they call Nike Tech and Nike Grind. Tried to do in Google for Nike Tech, I haven't really found much about it. But Nike Grind, basically what they use is recycled athletic footwear and surplus from manufacturing scraps. So what that means is, if you've ever been into like a Nike factory store and you go to the front of the store, you've seen where you can bring in some of your old Nikes or any old sneaker and actually just deposit it into like a little box, wherever the case may be. What Nike does is takes those sneakers and what they do is grind them up. What they use some of those materials for, especially the soles, they'll be used for playgrounds, tracks, gyms, basketball courts, you name it. That's what they use. Oh, and even AstroTurf. What they're also using them for is the midsoles for these sneakers. So what you have here on this sneaker in particular is 20% of this upper is made from recycled canvas. Also, 50% of the heel tab, or not the heel tab, the swoosh is made from recycled materials as well. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. Again, the upper 20% of it is made from recycled canvas. And this is a pretty nice canvas. If you're going to the store, definitely look at the pairs, inspect them before you go, because what I did find with mine, we did have like a couple of loose strings, nothing major, but there were some loose strings actually on the sneaker. Even when I went to purchase these for somebody else, 1.5 had like some strings, the other 9.5 didn't. Both of them were actually display pairs at the time, so I actually picked the one that didn't have it. The little strings I had hanging here, which was I believe just one, I went ahead and cut that off, no biggie. As it relates to the canvas, you have a darker gray here on like the mudguard area, and then even coming up here to the upper, but here around the ankle, you have the lighter gray right here. And you also have that same lighter gray in the toe box. So it gives a sneaker a pretty decent contrast of colors. On the swoosh here, you have, I guess this is what they're considering Barely Vault. So the Barely Vault, I like how they have this. They have the actual swoosh is stitched with Barely Vault stitching on the whole actual swoosh on both sides of it, on the lateral and the medial side. On the heel tab, you have, again, the Barely Vault, and you have this light blue on the heel tab. I like the contrast of colors. Kind of gives you like a pastel feel overall for the sneaker. You go onto the medial side, you have, again, this Barely Vault air bubble, and then you have a different gray right here by the actual bubble. Midsole is white, as well as, you know, this gray right here. The outsole basically light blue and white, and again, this is made from recycled materials, the actual midsole itself. The tongue, which I find the tongue to be probably one of the better parts of the shoe. The tongue is basically all pastel colors. The tongue tag is white, and it has the Barely Vault stitching of the Nike Air Max. These sneakers themselves, I'm not sure what a recycled sneaker is supposed to feel like, look like, or anything like that, but this is a pretty fresh Nike Air Max 90, in my opinion. It's probably one of the better ones I've seen this year, and we've seen a lot, and again, still more to come. These will definitely be in my top 10 for Air Max 90s this year. I haven't ranked them all, because again, there's more coming, and I know I'm supposed to review a couple more on this channel, but I do like these. This gives me like a spring, like a Easter / summer feel. You know, you go to church on Easter, you come out of church, you want to get your fresh on, have your little sweatsuit on. This would be the sneaker that would give me that vibe, probably because of the pastels, kind of gives you that whole Easter egg thing going on. But overall, this is a real dope shoe. These are in stores. I know Finish Line for sure. Heads up for the Air Max 90s that they have coming, or Air Max 90s of this pack. I saw those in Foot Locker, so those should be out in Foot Locker. And then again, not sure when Nike's going to release these Air Max 90s on the website. It's supposed to be August 20th, hasn't released, but when they do, definitely cop these. So I'm going to go ahead and hit you with some on the feet shots of these sneakers, and let me know what you think in the comments. Again, these are the Nike Air Max 90 NRG, and these are the Vast Gray. Not sure when they're coming out, retail for $140. Again, I've seen them in Finish Line, that's where I picked them up. Again, I'm Sean. This is the Kicks and Trips YouTube channel. Make sure you leave some comments below, hit the like button, share, subscribe, and hit the notifications. And we're out.